Hey everybody, welcome to Active Self-Protection Extra, here today with the CMO Neil. We're at C2 Tactical, my home range, and I want to talk to you on today's Sunday gear review about these Jerkman custom grips for HK, whether the P30 or the VP9. Big Tex Outdoors has holsters, accessories, optics, and other parts that you need as a self-defender. I'm one of his customers and I recommend him highly. Check out the page on our website with our favorite deals. So, thanks again to Big Tex Outdoors for sponsoring the gear reviews. Make sure you go check them out. They sell all kinds of good stuff. Today, though, I want to talk about these Jerkman custom grips that we got sent. And the owner of Jerkman Customs is a friend of Rick Holm at Lazy Wolf. When I sent my P30 Theseus over to Rick, he hooked me up with the guys at Jerkman. And man, these grips are pretty cool. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up. This one right here, you can see basically what they are is they are the grip panels, in this case the large ones, from my P30 that he basically puts like a sandpaper over. So he does this, really meticulous process where you can see they look exactly like your grips would be. They fit and the holster's all the same and all that stuff. But they're much grippier. Now, this one is on my Gray Guns P30 because my Lazy Wolf P30 has a row bar texturing job. Can't put replaceable grips on it. You have been running yours on your VP9 for about a year?
About a year, yeah. So these have had a little bit of use in the last year. So
an interesting thing, because again, having more grip is always a good thing, right? You never get this feeling where you're like, gosh, I have too much grip on the gun.
Never thought that.
Yeah, when I got to shoot it, right? So I want to talk to you about these, why I think they might be a really good idea, some limitations of them, and then we're going to put it on the Mantis and see if actually it makes any difference. Tell me about your experience, Neil. For the last year, you've been carrying those on your gun.
So I've been carrying these for quite a while, and I am in love with them. Now, over a period of a year, I've probably got about 25,000 rounds. You can see the difference in mine that has been in and out of the holster a lot. If there's anything negative about it, in my opinion, it's my undergarment shirts wear out a little bit quicker because it's basically sandpaper rubbing on them.
So I would say the one negative that I have on this is that if you wear these, you need an undershirt.
Oh yeah.
Because otherwise it will chew your belly or your side up, straight up. It is basically going to be sandpaper rubbing on you otherwise.
Right, yeah. So you'll either lose the hairy spot on your tummy right there or wherever you carry, or you'll need new t-shirts a little bit more regularly. Now, not so much. I am an Under Armour guy, so I like my Under Armour undershirt.
Yeah, I'm always wearing an undershirt.
I've probably worn out 2 or 3 in a period of a year.
Okay.
And I've got a couple more that are
due. That's a thing.
Yeah, so not horrible at all. What I love about these things is, a lot of people use the rock climbing chalk to get better grip.
Yeah.
This is like having the rock climbing chalk without putting anything on your hands.
Without putting all the stuff on your hands. Now, I get it. You might say, but John, okay, so wait a minute. I'm not going to have chalk on the day that I am in my gunfight.
Right.
And that's true. I mean, it's 100% objectively true. That said, on the other hand, if I had a very textured grip like this, I will have that available to me if I put it on my carry gun.
Right. Yeah, and one thing I noticed, I did a lot of training last year. Everybody knows that, right?
Yeah, we
I traveled all over the country and in some really hot spots, hot and humid. Minnesota in July is unbearable. Just the humidity. I didn't even get my chalk out during that class. I ran these things the whole time.
Now, I want to kind of show you the difference here so you can see what those look like. Neil, I'm going to hand you that. Okay. And then I'm going to show you again what we have here is we have a standard HK VP9. This one is a 2020 with a Holosone on it. So you can see that's what the standard grip looks like versus the Jerkman Customs. So basically, again, you've got replaceable side straps and back strap on the VP9 and the P30. And so this is pretty grippy. I mean, I'd say the standard one is pretty dang grippy. But it's definitely a whole different level when you get the sandpaper out there. So one of the things you can kind of see, I'm trying my best here not to muzzle anybody or any of that stuff, where if I do this and I kind of push on here a little bit, I can get this guy to just wiggle down here in the bottom a little. Not a lot. I've got pretty strong fingers, but I can get it to wiggle just a skosh. Now, if I then take this guy and do the same, so now I've got that Jerkman Customs grip in there, and literally the grip here has got a hold of the skin on my hand. Now, you don't have it on the front, right? So I can pull this way and still get that movement up the front. But when I pull this way, it literally has a hold of my hand with like sandpaper because It's sandpaper. I will say this. I have been carrying my Robar gun for a little over a year, 15 months now. So I haven't put 1,000 rounds, maybe 500 rounds through mine. You've put 20,000 rounds or so through yours.
A ton. You can tell the difference in mine that has been used a significant amount more.
Yeah.
Those look brand new. That's what mine looked like, brand new. Mine has just been used a little bit more. I think they're designed, they do wear a little bit over time, but my goodness, doesn't not every machine wear over time?
I mean, it's got new. So you probably are going to need to replace it every couple of years.
Yeah, maybe. I think I'm guessing another year and a half into these before I get worried about it.
Now, here's the thing I want to see. If I have a hold of this gun, right, and I'm doing this the correct way, camera angle's being with there, I'm not pointing a gun at anybody, I'm not doing anything unsafe with a gun, okay? If I have a hold of this gun the way that I'm supposed to, I wonder if there's actual difference in the amount of recoil control that I have. And I think there's one way to figure it out.
We have some friends that make this tool. We could test
with a recoil meter. So let's put it on the recoil meter, see what it does. So to make it an even comparison, here's what we're gonna do. And I don't know what this is gonna do. It might just be a feel thing and we might go, yeah, there's no difference in an ultimate sense. And I don't have any financial connection to Jerkman Custom, so I'm not shilling for him or anything like that today. He did send me 2 sets of free grips.
Yeah, we did not pay for them.
And I think they're about 140 bucks a set.
Yeah, I think, we've talked about this before. At the price point that they're at, I might have went, I don't think so. Now that I've used them, I won't own a gun without those.
So he sent them to me. There wasn't any kind of strings attached. I told him, hey man, you're not gonna get anything out of me on it if you want, but you can send it. And he did, so cool. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have the 2 of us are going to each shoot this VP9 and we're gonna get some objective data on the Mantis X recoil meter. And then we will shoot Neil's VP9 because then striker fire trigger, everything else is the same, rather than shoot my P30, which is a different trigger, this and that. So we're gonna shoot this, get 5 shots each and kind of see what our average recoil is, the muzzle rise and those kinds of things. Then we will shoot 5 with his Jerkman Customs grips, see if we get any difference. I'm actually gonna shoot into the berm. It doesn't really matter as far as accuracy or anything like that. What we're gonna go after here is we're gonna get 5 shots and just see what my average recoil is, to see what the muzzle rise, the return to target is, and those things. Out of standard, very good HK VP9 grips. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna get a feel for this. Now, I'm using darn near full, I'm using a full grip. I mean, I'm not gonna cheat either way. Okay, that's pretty darn okay. We had 11-degree muzzle rise. I'm keeping the same grip. I'm not re-gripping the gun. 7 degrees, that was pretty good. Okay. 787. 838, that's 4. 1247. All right, why don't you take 5 shots and then we'll compare those 10. Take your time on them, let it finish through here. All right, 917, go ahead. 928, go ahead. 1032, go ahead. 28, go ahead. And
Did I go a little quick on that last one?
that's all right. We got it. 644. Go ahead. Okay, so we got everything that we're going to get out of that. Go ahead and, let's unload and show clear. And let's see what we got in terms of data, right? So I didn't record that, but you can kind of see here. So what we're really looking at is our muzzle rise and our recoil width and what that does. So our recoil angle. So I think the interesting bit here is you see 644 was really good. 8, 10, 9, 9, 12 was my worst one. I don't know what happened on my 5th one. We had an 8, we got a 7, and an 11. So some variability in there, but that's what a standard VP9 is. And again, I think it doesn't really matter in some sense, whatever it is. I just want to see if there's any difference when we go to the Jerkman grip.
It's awesome.
Okay, I'm trying my best not to do anything different. All right, and that's 5 shots for me. I can tell you right now, so if you look, I can tell you by feel that it certainly feels like it's locked into my hand better. And so what I had here, a 496 degree, a 636, a 712, a 4.74, and a 6.57. I honestly think we're talking 10-15% objective improvement. Of course, we'd have to get an awful lot more data to really see, but all right, Neil, it's your turn.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, hold on a sec. All right, so go ahead, 7. Okay, hold on. 5, go ahead. 7, go ahead. 6, go ahead. Last one, that's good, okay. And 6. So on yours, Neil, you were pretty much consistent around 7 degrees or so of muzzle rise. Before, you're a little bit shorter than that now. So now we're talking here, if we're looking at our various shots, 6, we could crunch the numbers if we want to, down again a 6.87. Come on, John. 7.37 was as much as you had there. 5.05 was pretty amazing there, and a 7.15. So honest truth is, I think that you're probably talking 10 or 15% better muzzle rise. So the gun's just not, it won't move in your hand as much.
Right.
Which, if you've got good, strong grip, it's probably less important. I mean, if you look and you go, well, 7 degrees or 6 degrees, is that, it's statistically probably significant, but is it significant in your actual shooting speed?
Right.
Honestly, I think this is probably best for shooters who have less grip strength and more maybe problems with a good firm grip. It'll probably give them more, but even a good shooter, I mean, you're a very, very good shooter. You like them and get something out of them.
I like them. I feel confident with them. It took a little bit of time to get used to them because, boy, that's completely different than anything we've ever felt on a gun.
Yeah, big time.
So the first couple of months in a lot of dry fire was like, if you don't have your grip right coming out of the holster,
Yeah, because it's going to be whatever you got that grip on, it's going to have.
Yeah, because if you try to fix your grip on the way out, it ain't moving.
All right, let's see it one more time. Pull that gun out. Let me see it. So, Jerkman Custom Grips. I think the mea culpa is at $140. You going to buy yourself another set when those run out?
100%.
100% he's going to buy himself another set. As this is on my backup gun, it's going to take a bajillion years for this to get used up, okay? So I use this guy if I have any problems in my primary gun or if it's off getting worked on or something like that. It's a fantastic gun, don't get me wrong. It's just not my everyday carry gun. So I don't know how long it's going to be before I buy a set, but you're going to buy another set before too long because these are starting to get a little bit kind of worn out. Every couple years maybe you'd have to buy a new one. But if you have an HK and you want a little bit more grip, yeah, the Jerkman Customs grip is, I think, pretty cool.